Hi there. This week we went to a new unit in math, Unit 4, Applying Base Understanding. So the numbers are getting bigger, things are getting a little more complex and even harder for some of the kids. So I wanted to talk to you about 3 different strategies you can use on the homework when we are adding these larger numbers. But first, I wanted to tell you why the students are learning this. For Georgia, the 2 standards that I'm going to be talking about today are add and subtract within 1,000 using concrete models or drawings and strategies based on place value. And then the other standard is add up to 4 two-digit numbers using strategies based on place value. So think about those for a second and let's take them apart. So the first strategy said that second graders need to be able to work with numbers from 0 to 1,000. They need to be able to add them, subtract them, understand where they are with number sense. They need to be able to compare them, tell which one's bigger, which one's smaller, all that jazz. The other standard I mentioned said that second graders need to be able to add up to 4 two-digit numbers. So that could be 10, 10, 10, and 10, or it could be 75 plus 82 plus 97 plus 19. Okay, then they need to back up their adding and subtracting with concrete models such as blocks or drawings. So I'm going to talk about 3 strategies that you can use with your students, with your children on homework that's in line with what I'm teaching in class, because they have to show some of the drawings as part of the Georgia standard. So let's look at this number addition equation right here. We have 752 plus 198. And I showed this chart in the other video I did that this is the HTO chart, hundreds, tens, and ones. And we like to draw base 10 blocks on this chart so that students really connect the concrete models of base 10 with the numbers. So let's look first at 198. We have an 8 in the ones place, so I'm going to put 8 dots to represent 8 ones. Okay, now I move over to the 9. Now that doesn't just mean 9, that stands for 90. It has a value of 90. So I'm going to put 9 10 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, then I'm going to move over to the 1. That 1 has a value of 100, so I'm going to draw a 100 pad. Now, a lot of the teachers like for students to draw a line here so that we can keep everything clean and organized and we don't have a lot of confusion, because it gets confusing on its own enough. So let's move over to 752. In the ones place, there's 2. In the tens place, there's 5. 5 10 sticks. And then in the hundreds place, there's 7. So I'm going to put 7 100 pads. Okay, so now I have everything laid out with the base 10 blocks on my drawing. So I'm just going to combine the numbers and keep them organized in the HTO chart, the hundreds, tens, ones chart. So we always start with the ones, and let's Go down here, we have 8 ones here, 2 ones here, that makes 10 ones. Okay, so what I've been teaching the students to do is take these ones that make 10, bundle them up, and move it over. Okay? So now I can add all my 10 sticks because I have 0 ones left and all the 10 sticks are together. So we have 9 and 6, right? So I have 15 tens. So I need to bundle 10 sticks and bundle them up and move them over to make another 100. Okay. I'm going to move it over, make a 100. Right. So now I can just count my 100 pads. And I have my total. Everything's combined, and the answer is 950. All right, a lot of students like this way. It's very concrete for them. It simplifies the process. But then other students prefer other ways, and that's fine. They can show their work in different ways. I just want them to be able to make that connection between what does this number actually mean? Is it 7 tens or is it 7 ones? So the second method I'm going to talk about is using a place value strategy and decomposing the numbers, breaking them apart into their place value segments. So again, we have 752 plus 198. I've taken the ones, I've added my ones together, and I've figured out that 2 ones plus 8 ones equals 10 ones. All right, then I've gone to the tens. 5 tens plus 7 tens. Oh, excuse me. 5 tens plus 9 tens equals 140 tens. All right, then I move over to the hundreds place. 7 100s plus 1 100 equals 8 100s, or 800. So then I combine everything back together and I have 950. Okay, so students are welcome to use this strategy as well, just decomposing, breaking apart numbers. All right, the other strategy I wanted to talk about is using a number line. Now, number lines are really great because they really help students understand where numbers are in the grand scheme of things. So we try to use number lines whenever we can. So I've put 752 on the number line. I've made one jump of 100. Okay, that's put me at 852. Then I've made some 10 jumps. I was working with the number 198. So I made my 100 jump, and I had to make 9 jumps of 10. Then I made 8 little jumps of 1, and I ended up again at 950. Now, with the number line, its actual term is the open number line because the students can decide where or how many jumps they want to make. Right, so they can start at the larger number is advised, 752, You could make jumps of 50. You could make jumps of tens. Ten, 10, 10, 10. So that's 760, 772, 782, 792. Okay, you could jump with ones. One jump 198 times. That's less efficient. It takes more time, but it is possible, and you could arrive at the correct answer of 950. So these are the 3 methods I wanted to share with you today. Your child has the choice of which one he or she can rely on during practice or tests, but I wanted to make sure you have more of an understanding of what we're doing in the classroom. And please let me know if you have any questions or you would like more elaboration on any of the methods. So we talked about the HTO chart, an open number line, and the place value strategy with decomposing. All right, thank you so much.